Spasiba, tоварищи! We are continuing, of course, with our conquest as Russia. In the last episode, we got a tremendous victory against Poland, guys, actually taking Warsaw from them, and I think we're almost on the way to actually winning this particular game. Well, at least the short scenario. Now, we still need, it looks like, 2 more regions, but we just need to take Crimea, and we need to retake Chechnya, Dagestan. I do believe that we need to continue holding on to Moscow if we can. So we're just going to hope for the best, and obviously hope that the enemy doesn't get wise here and attack quickly. We're going to hold on to Warsaw for now. Now, what my plan was to actually hold on to it and wave it over the Polish as a form of peaceful diplomacy. In other words, we give you back Warsaw, you end the war against us. Now I'm starting to think that we might hold on to this. Now, they're trying to take Transylvania. The Austrians, we're definitely going to say no to that. I also want you guys to let me know in the comments down below if you enjoy this campaign and if you want us to turn it into a long one, or if you are okay with a short one, or even if you just prefer to see battles in this game the way I do with most of my other games instead of going through the whole campaign thing. Here we go.
Rebellions grow in strength over time, the more they're left unchecked.
We could try to stop the rebellion over here in Sweden, but that is going to require a hell of a move on our part. I'm hoping that our Danish allies can just kind of hold them off. And I believe, let's just take a look here, we can get into Chechnya, Dagestan this turn, or at least, at the very least, next turn. We're probably also going to have issues here at Ardabil, but we'll have to deal with it for now. And I think the most important thing really is, number one, to get our economy running. But you know what? Even more important than that, unfortunately, right now, is to just get this army back up into shape. Every single one of our armies is beaten up pretty badly. So we want to make sure that one of these comes out and is capable of actually, you know, having a fight with the enemy and not just immediately getting shot down. So here we go. I will also save just a little bit of extra money here to go to other locations, potentially build them up just a bit, especially our locations here in Sweden, like the manufactory. We can actually fix that. I want to fix the pumped iron mine, and I do believe that our Danish allies here will hold the enemy off for us. A lot of Austrian units down there, my goodness. That is concerning. Thankfully, right now, the Austrians are our allies. Let's hope that continues. Of course, taking Chechnya in Dagestan is going to be important as well. Excuse me, Crimea. We are taking Chechnya right now. Taking Crimea, not in Dagestan, is going to be very important as well. So I think we should probably send that second or third army down south, although it's not as strong as our other 2 armies. So it's going to be tough. And oh my goodness, it looks like the Mamluks have declared war on us. Are they going to be joined by the Ottomans? I really hope not. I really, really hope not. And it looks like the Danish did beat the enemy off. Well done. Well done, boys. We still hold Azerbaijan. We could try to continue to hold it, but I think that's probably a little too risky. Now, we do have rebels here holding the Chechen capital. Let's hope this goes better than it did for the more modern Russians. And it is victory. I wasn't going to make you guys sit through such an easy battle there. Somebody mentioned Alt to pick all units. There we go. Thank you, sir. And let's take a look over here. We're going to, of course, wait a turn. We need to wait a turn anyway to make sure that this army restructures itself, of course. So let me see. Where is that other army? Oh, I think we may have merged 2 of those into one. We've got to get somebody to head over to Crimea. So I think what we're going to have to do is probably use these guys. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to keep a few of them here. Hopefully 91 garrison units will be sufficient to stop the enemy from, or not the enemy, but the rebels anyway, from taking this area. I certainly hope so anyway. We're also rebuilding that building, so we should get some government control in here as well. Let's end the turn. As long as the enemy doesn't try to push past Warsaw, I'm not going to keep attacking the Polish. But as soon as I see one of their armies approaching the city, I will lash out and strike. Of course, trying to increase their casualties during this war. But they are not getting back Warsaw without a fight. Right now, however, they are burning down a lot of our economic structures. That's going to obviously cause some problems.
Rebellions grow in strength over time.
We're not too concerned about that, but I am slightly concerned about these rebel units right here. And once again, we've got Prussian allies. We got very lucky with our allies here, and it looks like a Polish army is heading out. These are Polish rebels trying to retake their city, of course. We cannot allow that. Easy victory. And I'm also going to try to rebuild the Great Parliament there of Poland. We've sent their army skittering away. And you know what? What was I thinking? Here's what we need to do. We need to get to the coast as quickly as possible, because we can actually just go ahead and use our ships to get to Crimea. So let's make sure that happens, guys. I might even purchase some additional units here. Let's see. We could get a garrison battalion, but I think it's going to force us to have to stay here. We probably should risk it, though. Then again, look at this. Once again, rebels attacking Dagestan. We have kept 2 units behind. I hope that's going to be sufficient, although something tells me it probably is not going to be sufficient. Alright, brothers. The army did not get beaten up too badly during that fight at all. If we want to be really cocky here, we could continue the attack. We could even attack Courland, who's not in the war. But of course, taking Jelgava from them would be pretty awesome. I think what I'm going to do here is head back out towards Warsaw. Hopefully the Polish don't immediately just attack next turn. It's going to be very hard to get our colony off the ground if we don't destroy the Polish here very quickly. And I still haven't checked to see if the Ottomans joined in that alliance. I don't think they did, but I want to make absolutely sure. The Mamluks are definitely an enemy I'd rather not face. Yep, sure enough, they're going to take back Dagestan. We're going to have to go back and get it. We're going to have to probably end up getting 3 armies to really hold on. So, of course, the wheels of industry must keep on turning. We know this, which means we definitely need to start upgrading some of these factories. The iron workshops, for instance, these are all going to be very, very useful. But I've got an entirely different job now. We have to retake Chechnya, Dagestan, and perhaps make another army over here. Start setting up a new army, and potentially go ahead and just purchase a new general. In fact, I think that's what I'm going to do. Let's get the general's bodyguard. It is a big purchase, I know, but we've got to do it. We can't just sit around and kind of hope for the best. Look at that. Oh, that's what I'm talking about. That's our second army. I knew we had another one. Okay, guys, well, I know where they're going. They are going to have to head back. So here's what we'll do. We're going to try to engage these Polish rebels. And of course, this army is not going to be effective unless we definitely get some new men here in the ranks. Oh, sorry, Alt. Didn't work that time. That's weird. Okay. Unless we get these new men in the ranks. So I'm immediately going to start recruiting more soldiers here. Replenishing these units, and this is going to be the army which we are going to send southeast anyway, to Crimea. Just keeping an eye on the Polish, of course. And you know what? I think we need to be on the offensive here. I think we also, though, have got to get some units over here in Warsaw herself. We can't leave Warsaw undefended. But what I'm going to try to do is, next turn or the turn after, I will start knocking out some of these Polish manufactories, etc. Really start hurting their economy if we can. Let's see if we can do any commerce shipping here. The Polish don't seem to have much in terms of commerce shipping. I think we pretty much own the ocean. It's too bad for them. Alright. Alright, folks. Alright, Mikhail Alexander, another priest here, and they are useful. But what we need to start doing is sending them into the Dagestan region. Because this area is only 29% Orthodox, it's mostly Muslim. So I immediately want to send both of these Orthodox priests in there. Just get the people prepared to, of course, worship the right God. I know it sounds brutal, but that's the way it's gotta be. Alright, guys. Let's go ahead, auto-resolve this one. It's just too easy to even go through. We will repair that building right there. And, of course, we still got this army on their way down here to Crimea. Now, I can't just let that Polish army sit there and harass us. But at the same time, I think I need to leave at least one of these units because we've got a Polish force right here of rebels. And they will attack the capital if they get a chance. But we can't let that army sit there. Let's engage. For glorious Russia, here we go, brothers. It begins, and it looks like the city is fortified. They actually have a few men in the buildings. No, not yet. You know what? We're going to try to get into those houses ourselves. Let's get over here in the woods. I'm going to send this right flank over this way. I'm going to try to get sneaky, guys. Get behind the enemy lines and use those houses for ourselves. I don't know if it's going to be that easy, but we're certainly going to try. Get this infantry over there, too. Got 2 more garrison battaglioni that I'm going to push forward as well. I just want to make sure that our general is okay. He's doing fine. Let's get our cavalry to go over here, too. We still have taken away the battle flags. Again, I think it's much more realistic, so I do appreciate whoever told me to do that. And I might even try to make it over to that building right there. Our artillery is doing a tremendous job right now hitting the enemy. Look at those casualties, guys. Really nice. Alright. Hussars. Prepare to fire. We'll get into square formation if we need to. Square formation. Square formation before they charge. Oh, I don't know. It may have been too late. The Lancers, guys. My goodness. Look at these Polish Lancers. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. Don't be afraid of them. Do not fear them. That has to be enough. We're also engaging the Dragoons over here. I'm going to get into square again. Their Dragoons seem to be pretty badly damaged, though, from previous fighting. Let's see how our guys on the right are doing. Oh, man. We're going for it, guys. We're going for it. Special Ops. Tsarist Special Ops. Oh, wait a minute. We still have Polish-Lithuanian cavalry here. In fact, we'll have one of our units get into square formation and deal with them while this guy goes around. I don't think they're going to continue the attack on us. And it looks like we have some regiment of foot over here to deal with. So before we get to that building, let's engage. Up, boys. Keep it up. Gotta inspect other parts of the battlefield, of course. Let's keep moving. Let's keep moving. No need to lag behind. Push forward, boys. And enemy general is killed. Anselm Stakula. This is what he gets for... Well, actually, he's in Polish territory. We've just taken it. But that's what he gets for retaking territory that was supposedly ours. Move over here. Engage. Hitting those grenadiers with everything we've got. I think we can get out of this formation for sure. And I am going to try to run up on that building, guys. I'm telling you, that's my plan. Enemy general is dead somewhere over here. That powdered wig did nothing for his life expectancy. Is it time to send in the Hussars? I think so. The Dragoons, pardon me. been facing so many hussars, I think we're facing them all the time. So we can see these are very small grenadier regiments. They've definitely taken losses in previous battles, but knocking down, you know, elite units like grenadiers is absolutely going to help us in the war to come. Keep that powder dry. You are about to use your carbines. Fire! These equestrians really take a long time to set up. Nice! Follow through with a charge. Let's see if our guys are in there. Yes! We are inside the building, guys. This is pretty cool. It's a damn big building as well. And it's already being used against the enemy. Look at this. Look at this. We can actually see their artillery. We can see several of their grenadier units. We're just going to be sniping away. Just sniping away. Let's charge. Follow up the charge. I'm almost tempted to get my guys in those buildings just to shoot at the enemy as they're retreating. But I think we've got enough cavalry to take care of the job ourselves. These grenadiers can absolutely stand up to a cavalry charge, although it looks like the Polish have not learned the square yet. Boys, that artillery's growing ever closer to their main line, but we are getting just amazing shots over here. I love it. They're just shooting. They're shooting right in front of them. They're so desperate to get our men. It's not gonna happen. Yep, move out. Move out. Thankfully, the artillerists run away pretty damn quickly in this game, which I think is fairly realistic. If you're artillery, you don't have much to fight back with. You're gonna take off fairly quickly. Hurrah! I'm not sure if Tsarist forces said hurrah, but I can tell you if it was around at this time period, they would be saying it right now. We're running down the rest of the Grens. Shall never be allowed to pollute your own Polish soil. I want that flag. I want that flag. Alright, good enough. Let's get that artillery, boys. Now, since it is their territory, I'm going to make a special exception that I don't usually make in battles. And that is, once they lose the battle, I will not chase them down. I did want that flag, but now that we've got it, I think we can get out of here with our honor intact. Yes. Heroic victory. Thank goodness. 315 enemy killed and only 73 killed on our side. I could see why it was such a heroic victory there. Let's hope we can get back to Warsaw. And we can! Oh, that is just perfect, folks. Now, of course, it's all about getting this army down to Chechnya as quickly as we can, of course. And try to fix some issues there. In the meantime, I'm actually going to go about repairing our crumbling infrastructure. And it is crumbling. I'm sorry, guys, but it really is in pretty bad shape. Go ahead, get the manufactory up. That's pretty good. It's not going to exactly turn things around for us immediately, but I believe Katerina, great Catherine, will be proud. I certainly hope so. We're not even going to need to recruit any new men into those units. That's just amazing. Really well done. Our men are becoming a professional fighting force in every sense of the word. I like it, guys. I really do. This new side of the Tsarist forces is refreshing, to say the least. Oh no!
Rioting has
That's
broken
what
out
I
in
was
this
worried
region
about.
As the lower orders have become too unhappy.
We've got to retake Warsaw.
You must either appease the rioters.
So I
by
went
lowering
into the
your
town.
taxes,
Complete mistake on my part. We'll fix the situation. I was wondering why that was so easy to take. We are going to have to go into battle, guys. I refuse. Honor dictates that I must fight this. Let's do it. We shall retake your dog Tsarist army. Warsaw's fallen once. It can fall again. I am enraged. Let's just say that. I'm enraged. So we're gonna take this damn city in one fell swoop. Come on, brothers. Moving up immediately. They are over here for sure. Yep. It's gonna be a tremendous amount of firelock armed citizenry, guys. Peasants standing up against the Tsarist forces. We are not going to let this be a problem for us whatsoever. In fact, I'm going to start moving up over here. I hope I can use some of these walls to our advantage. And where are the cavalry? Where are the cavalry, sir? Let's move them up. At the very least, we'll kill quite a few of the Polish citizenry here, hopefully driving their numbers down. I know it sounds like what it is, but it's an important thing to do. Certain kind of cleansing when you're in an area like this. So let's get up here quickly, guys, and finish off the traitors, the rebels. This is just unacceptable, guys. We can't let this go by. In fact, the best option would be to just kind of hang back behind the stone here and let them come to us. You know what? We might do just that. So over here, we are going to have to fight back. We're here as well, since they are heading over to the left side there. But I'd like to try and get in the forest if I can. Dragoni, and this is a full Dragoon unit. Maybe one of the better units that the enemy currently has. Come on, let's get a volley. Shoot them down. Shoot them down, boys. We can't let them go for the general. We've got to stop them here. Charge. They're going to go straight for the general and straight for the artillery. Let's form a square. We can get the general inside that square. Look at that. General. You afraid? What's wrong with you boys? Charge. Alright guys, here we go. Facing, of course, the Polish armed citizenry directly ahead of us. I will get up there close and personal to the action. Oh yeah. You're facing professional soldiers, you dogs. In fact, I'm almost just thinking of running them down with the bayonets, but while we have a nice volley going here, let's keep it up. How are our boys doing over here by the wall? Come on, boys, get into position. Make sure they get into position quickly. This is just perfect if we can keep this up. Trapping all the peasants here. Stand up against the Tsarina, and this is what you will get. Come on, reload faster, boys. Should be 3 shots a minute. You're taking too long. Come on, boys. Fire. That stone wall is going to completely protect us. And here we go. Yes! First group is going to break away, of course. Let's see how our other units are doing. They are holding. Although our Moroksky Polk did fall back. In fact, 2 of our units fell back here. And I am concerned with the enemy cavalry over there, the Strelchki Koni. But let's keep on firing here at the firelock armed citizenry. We should be able to break these guys ahead of us. We've got to get a better position. In fact, we're going to charge. Bayonets. Got some additional enemy forces coming down this way. It looks like they're focusing exclusively on this unit, the Garrison Battaglioni. We want to get in the forest there to be extra effective. Shoot, boys. Oh, that was nice. Now, unfortunately, unlike the last battle, it doesn't look like we're going to be getting around the enemy. Although we are getting currently massacred here. Trying to get into square formation with these boys. Wow, look at this. We're going to have to get on the other side of the wall. This is very weird. No, we're just going to have to fire from here. No time even to get on that side of the wall. Let's just fire at will. One good volley from the 25th Regiment of Foot, the Admiraletsky Battalion, should break these guys. Or at least 2 volleys. Maybe 2 volleys. I like that firing by ranks. That's really cool. Here we go, guys. A huge wave of Polish soldiers are arriving. This is going to get pretty nasty. All right, with the cavalry upon us, we have to get into square formation. I don't think we have much of a choice. All right, cavalry, you can play a wonderful role here. We're gonna have our cav just come right up over here, smash this unit, hopefully kill them, and then our other cavalry unit. Man, they really did chase the enemy off the field, my goodness. We'll go for the firelock armed citizenry, because currently we don't have much to defend against them. Fire. Switch the canister. And let's get this Admiraletsky Battalion back into line formation. But currently our general is in danger. I'm going to keep him back here. Alright. Come on. They're almost there. And actually, it looks like the enemy immediately came out to face us. Look at that. Look also at the canister shot, cutting the enemy down there. That is a beautiful sight. Alright, let's see how they're doing against our boys over here on the wall. We're going to have to get into square formation, of course. They are breaking us out of our wall currently, but we have no choice. And I'm going to have to go bayonets. I have to go hands-on here. Bayonets! Hoorah! Save your brothers! Nice! Look at that. We've got some breaks in the enemy line for sure. Look at the epic armor here of the Strelski Koni. I've got to give it. The Polish have some really cool units. I will get into square here just to do additional damage against that enemy cavalry. I think they're really the only threat we have. Fight back, boys. One down. Another down. Good work with those bayonets. We can get that guy out of square formation. That's what I'm talking about. Let's follow it up, boys. Forgot about this Admiraletsky battalion. We've got an entire battalion of foot here as well. Just after that charge, they did manage to break the citizens, it looks like, but they lost a lot of their own men. Hopefully some of those bayonet wounds can be tended to, because, yeah, it's vicious. Run them down. Had enough of these uprisings. I want that rebel general dead as well, if we can manage it. Alright, so still that firelock armed citizenry. Interesting. They have really held on for a while. Let's restructure these lines. And just keep on firing. I'm sure we can break them with enough volley fire. And they're right in our line of sight. Maybe we should move up just a little bit more. Yeah, let's get just a bit closer there. We just took a nasty artillery hit. But I want to make sure that we're right on par with them. Fire. I already saw a few fall from the other volley. What are you boys doing? There we go. They're firing by rank. That's really neat. Yeah, baby. You can see the garrison battalion is just kind of more willy-nilly. They do what they want. Let's run the enemy down with the cavalry. Oh, sorry, that's not the cavalry. Would advise the enemy to retreat at this point, but it looks like they're dead set on continuing the fight to the very end. Warsaw has fallen again, brothers. Not without tremendous losses, and I'm sure that the Tsarina is going to let us know about this failure. We shouldn't have lost the city to begin with, but at least we took it back. And it looks like, what have we got here? Some more firelock armed citizenry and artillery. I'm going to run the artillery down just with some cavalry. We'll probably have to deal with the firelock armed citizenry separately. There we go. Finally, they will break back to their homes, back to their farms, if we don't catch them first. But now I'm going to start advancing on that last enemy line, and maybe even try to get into that town hall building. That would be very useful to us. Alright. The Dragoons are giving their ultimate sacrifice, but if we need to rebuild this army, then so be it. Oh my goodness. Wow, he actually ran them off. He actually ran them off. Those Dragoons are amazing. The last firelock armed citizenry is kind of hiding here, but I'm still trying to get additional kills here on these guys. I don't really want to stop attacking, and I want to try to get our units up to the town hall building or up to this stone fortification. Come on. Run. What's this? Some more? Some more have returned. My goodness. Alright, well, you know what? Just turn back and deal with them, boys. They're stubborn. That's for sure. Take over their town hall. Come on, brothers. And while there might not be a lot of men in this unit, it is a fairly highly ranked unit. At a rank 2 here. These guys have seen combat. You know what? It might be safer for us to get behind the stone wall, but it's not as fun. Let's get into the town hall. We've got more Firelock armed citizenry right there, as you can see. Oh, yeah, that's gonna hurt in the morning. Leave no survivors. None whatsoever. They would do the same. They would do the same. But look at this. Looks like they actually learned to get behind the wall. We're still going to charge, but this battle could continue for quite a while. Alright, good work, boys. Fire at will. Our entire army suffered for this fight. I will say that. They really, really did. This was a tough one. There we go. It looks like they are either breaking or maybe trying to actually enter. Yes, they're trying to enter the town hall. Let's make sure we have more men in there. Take full advantage of this building. Look at that. Our cavalry is still fighting. I'm going to pull them back just to hit these guys, try to lessen or weaken their numbers in this area. But man, they aren't giving up easily this time at all. Bayonets. The peasants don't like the bayonets. They really don't. And you know what? At this point, the Admiraletsky Battalion, I think it's safe to move them towards the battlefield. Cut them down. Just our cavalry. We're managing to horrify a tremendous amount of the enemy here. We just have to keep kind of switching behind. Eventually, we're going to lose all of our cav here, but we'll get some more. These men will live on in glory. But unfortunately, now they have to die because we've got to kill as many of the enemies as we can before we get here with our infantry units. I'd like to get an infantry unit into that building too, as a matter of fact. Come on. Alright, good work, boys. Good work. Nice shot. That was a very close range shot. Keep it up, boys. Keep it up. Yeah, we'll let them fast forward a bit here. Alright. Yep. Gonna get into that building right in that area. Look at that. Look at that. Enemy is already... Looks like they're already setting up to fight us. Yep. Right there. Keep it going, brothers. Keep it going. And you know what? Since we've got this additional unit moving up, if these guys haven't routed already, I'll use them to route the troops here. If not, I am just going to use these guys as an offensive tool. So we'll get over here. We'll get behind that stone wall. And we should be doing pretty damn well, guys. I feel victory, but I can't say for sure. There are a lot of enemies in this battle. There we go. They are routing. Wow. Only 106 out of 150, and they are routing. And we will end the battle. We don't have any cavalry to chase these guys down anyway. So it's going to have to be their day. Well, we win, but a lot of them get away. 1,916 Polish killed. We have taken back Warsaw. And as a sign of protest, I am immediately going to start rebuilding these things. So I do think it's important to rebuild the army board first. I know it's not going to bring us any money, but it'll make it a lot easier to rebuild our forces after that fight. A lot of them did survive. You can see that many of our cavalry, despite being heavily wounded, were able to be nursed back to health, and that's what's important. Well, thank you so much for watching this episode. You guys know what to do if you want to support this series, and I can't tell you how much your support means to me, so please like, comment, and subscribe. There is a playlist associated with this, so if you want me to put that in the comments section instead of just the next episode, let me know, and we'll get that to you guys very, very soon. Thank you again, brothers.